There are few things as symbolic as a standard deck of cards. To some, they represent danger and chance. To others, they represent family and youth. The iconic suits are so ingrained into our literature that each has become a metaphorical shorthand. But this aura of mystery and symbolism is what's used to spectacular effect with Carte Rouge. This game, puzzle, mystery thingy appears as a standard deck of cards, but quickly you'll notice so much more than that. These things are jam-packed with ornate letters, strange patterns, cryptic symbols, and other strange revelry. But much like their previous mystery experiences, Enigma Emporium delights in giving almost no direction. The only context you'll receive is a single note from your benefactor, which sets you upon your quest. This is less of a linear narrative and more of a sandbox. Sure, puzzles within will lead to ciphers leading to conclusions, which may in turn combine with other solutions to solve greater puzzles, but many parts of this deck can be solved in parallel, which brings me to one of my favorite things about it. During our first attempt at Carte Rouge, our group quickly noticed patterns and similar symbols within cards and broke them into groups, allowing each of us to bark up our own tree. Revelations were shared with one another, and we speculated upon the ultimate meanings. In about an hour and a half of dedicated sleuthing, we gathered our notes and said goodbye, and our friends, who live in a different state entirely, asked to be kept abreast of developments as we continued our work on the case. But they still felt satisfied with their own contributions. See, even though there's a grand mystery, each puzzle feels like its own challenge, and making any sort of breakthrough feels like its own victory. In this way, the game can be a multi-session experience with no clear finality in sight and still feel somewhat satisfying. But that's not to say we had an easy time of it. While I love the terrifying freedom of a guideless puzzle, there are some really insidious codes in here. Fortunately, Enigma has a wonderful online clue system that is easy to navigate, and each clue just gently nudges you in a direction without spoiling the fun of exploring it yourself. I don't want to spoil anything in this review, but I will say that it is both shocking and impressive the sheer amount of information and actual narrative that's contained within this tiny package, and what at first seems like merely a bunch of numbers, letters, and symbols. And if you like mysteries, puzzles, or just generally cryptic novelties, then this is one of the most intriguing that I've encountered yet. Just keep in mind that it's not for the faint of heart. Trust me, use those clues. Probably my favorite thing, though, is what this game represents. It's a beautiful artifact that understands that cards have so much more cultural meaning than just pieces of paper used to play games, but it can also be just that. It's a showpiece worth keeping well after solving the mystery, a beautiful collection of cryptography intricately woven that can work just as well as introducing your loved ones to this sort of mystery as it is a really stylish way to just play a hand. If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.